Yeah, so KCDC's Kyaninga Child Development started because I found that my son was born with epilepsy and permanent development delay. We looked around for a lot of help when he was 4 months old. We couldn't find any, or very little. We went to Kampala, Nairobi, ended up back in the UK. When we came back after all the diagnosis, we realised there was still no help at all. So my wife and I then started thinking that we needed someone to come and help us, because otherwise we need to move somewhere where this help is available. So we started looking for a physiotherapist in the UK to come out for 6 months and try to give our son Sidney a big push to get him maybe walking and just catch up and get advice and information on what needs to be done and what we can do. And whilst we were discussing that, we realised that there was little point in bringing someone to just help one child. So we had the notion, although we didn't know how it would work or how it could benefit exactly, but that person could help many children. And luckily, Fiona, seeing one of the adverts, agreed to come out for 6 months to help Sidney and talk about helping other children or setting up a centre.
There is a lack of knowledge and awareness around disability. There's not an inability. Children who have a disability are capable of many, many things if they have the right support, the right training, the right inputs. So by improving the family's awareness, we then impact their relatives, their local community. And if the parents have the confidence to start taking their child to church or to social events within their community, that parent is then educating their community on, no, my child has a disability, but it doesn't define them.
By the time he came in October 2015, he couldn't stand, he couldn't walk, and he was only using the left hand. But as you saw, if he can now, if he's seated maybe on the ground, like here, he can pull himself in standing, and he stands, and he can even hold, these are called parallel bars to train walking, and we are the ones who built it. So he can hold with 2 hands, just here, and he can now walk with himself without any support.